Hello everybody, this is Amy Thomson Tarot. Welcome back to another 3-card read. This is going to help you to align yourself for the best possible day. Alright, so I asked 3 questions to Spirit. What you need to know in order to have a good day, what Spirit wants to acknowledge you for, and anything else that Spirit wants you to know. We have 3 piles to choose from. This is 1, 2, and 3. And so what you got to do is just choose one of the piles. If 2 of them are calling to you, or if even all 3 are calling to you, you can listen to all of them. But feel into the ones that feel right for you. And then the timestamps are down below. So once you know which pile you're going to choose, then you can click on the timestamps in the description box below and go right to your reading. Okay, so let's get into it. All right, group number 1. If you chose pile number 1, this is your reading. Okay, so this is for what do you need to know in order to have a good day. Now I'm going to ask Spirit, what does group number 1 need to know? What does group number 1, what do you want to acknowledge them for, Spirit? What do you want to acknowledge group number 1 for? All right, so there you go. And is there anything else that group number 1 needs to know? All right, Spirit, what else does group number 1 need to know? 1 card, please. Okay, great. Perfect. All right, so this 3-card read turned into a 4-card read. All right, so for you to have a good day, group number 1, you need to accept some of the things that are going on in your life, okay? Instead of like bucking against the current or going the wrong way or trying to skate uphill, it's like really just allow for yourself to accept the things that are happening in your life that you may not agree with, okay? Now, you can still disagree with things, don't get me wrong. It's Spirit is saying that instead of fighting everything, it's like you're exerting a lot of time and energy on battles that aren't even worth your time or effort. It's like your time and effort is better spent on other things. So put your time and effort and energy towards things that please you instead of thinking about the things that don't. It's like if there's something, obviously if there's something that you're really against, don't stand for things that you're really, really against, okay? But at the same time, it's like there are some things that you've got to like just let go of, because the more that you're thinking about them, the more you're attracting them, the more like turn your attention to things that actually please you and feel better for you instead of wasting your time on any unnecessary thoughts or battles, okay? Yeah, and believe it or not, Spirit is saying when you do this, it's like your days are going to get a lot better, a lot faster, because instead of your energy being split in different directions, your energy is going to be going more into a direction that feels good for you. Therefore, these events that are displeasing to you are going to show up less and less, all right? Okay, so the next thing, Spirit wants to acknowledge you for doing things that are more in alignment with who you are. So you've got a couple cards. You're very close to achieving your goal, or the gibbous moon, and you've got nothing will come of this situation, void of course moon in inverse. Okay, so Spirit is acknowledging you for recognizing, oh, this is great. This comes right after that one. So Spirit is acknowledging you for actually thinking about the things that don't serve you, to be like in your thoughts and your actions and where you spend your time and energy. So Spirit is acknowledging you for actually thinking about what I had just said with that radical acceptance card, for you looking at the things that that might not be working or that are a waste of your time and effort, right? So Spirit is really acknowledging you for putting in the time and effort to think about things that don't serve you and just accepting that they're a waste of your time and moving on to bigger and better things, all right? Spirit is also saying that that you've got like this unique character and style about you. You've got these things that you put yourself out there, you work on things that are important to you, even if it doesn't make sense to other people, and that by you stepping into that, you're becoming closer and closer to achieving the goals that you're setting out for yourself, right? And really the thing that was getting in the way the most is that you were allowing yourself to be focused on things that were not serving what your goals were. So Spirit is acknowledging you for listening to that guidance and letting you know that this little shift of energy is helping you to achieve your goal faster and much, much easier. All right. And then the last question is, what else does Spirit want you to know? You got the Queen of Pentacles to the left. All right, so I'm channeling this, okay? So I'm just going to let you guys know exactly what I'm getting. It's stop looking for ways. Okay, this is a general reading. So there's a message that's coming in, but it's going to apply differently for different people. So I'm going to be like sharing what's coming in different ways, okay? So some people are like, stop looking for answers, or people like stop looking. Oh my gosh, how does this? Stop looking to the past for where you needed more or better, like kinder parents, better parents, more love, more nourishment, more anything. It's like Spirit is saying that you were well taken care of, and you may not feel that, you may not experience that. You may be looking for where things could have been done better in your life. Spirit is really saying at this point it's time for you to completely take control and give yourself your own. Be loving and patient with yourself, and be kind to yourself like a mother would be with a very small child who's nursing a wound. It's like there's a lot of like inner child stuff happening with this reading, with this energy. It's like it's so like I can, most things I have no problem channeling, and this is like I am having a real hard time putting the thoughts, like what's coming into me, into words. Okay, yeah, it's like you've got some inner child wounds to heal, and that you have the ability to heal. You have the ability to take matters into your own hands, and instead of like relying on other people, to rely on yourself for not needing to be tough, or not needing to be hard, not needing to overcome. It's not any energy of that. It's really an energy of like compassion and kindness and lovingness, and like, you know, kissing a boo-boo better. It's like really giving your inner child and your inner self like a big enormous hug, allowing yourself to cry things out. You know, there's just, Spirit is saying that there's so much freedom opening up for you when you stop looking for how your parents did you wrong. Wow, that was an interesting one. But you know what? There's a lot in this reading, so I really hope that you enjoyed that group number 2. Yeah, just seeing if there's any other messages in here for you. What I'm getting is that you're an absolutely fantastic, dynamic person, like really with your own gifts that are super, super, super strong. Okay, and when you're not looking for why things are happening that displease you, or you're not looking for, like, if you're not fault finding and you're not looking for things that you don't like and all that stuff, you're gonna be like just so powerful, like wildfire, just like take off with your dreams and goals, and everything's gonna like come together and stuff. It's almost like, you know, you're ready to go, and it's like you got your foot on the gas and the brake at the same time, and it's like if you take the foot off the brake, you're just gonna fly. And so Spirit is just saying, like, you know, aim for what it is, like your bigger picture for what's beautiful and unique and really cool about you, and aim for that, and all the rest is going to take care of itself once you stop looking for anything that could go wrong. Okay, so yeah, that's all I have for you, group number 2. I really hope you enjoyed this reading for today, and that it makes a difference for your day, and I hope to see you again in another reading. My God, I was just saying group number 2 that whole time. That was group number 1. Wow. So and that only usually happens if you're meant to look at another reading. So if you felt called to look at group number 2, please stick around and do that. That was incredible. All right, so if you chose group number 2, this is your reading. All right, so this is your question for what you need to know in order to have a good day. All right, Spirit, what do you want to acknowledge group number 2 for? Okay, that's too many cards. What do you want to acknowledge group number 2 for? Alright, I'm being directed to take another pile. And I'm being directed to take this one. Okay, group number 2. Wow. Spirit, what would you like to acknowledge group number 2 for? That's what I thought. Okay. And then, okay. And then what's the last one? It would be, what else would you like group number 2 to know? All right, what else would you like group number 2 to know? Perfect. Okay. All right, so first thing, for you to have a great day and a good day, you need to be more ambitious. All right, you need to look at what's really important to you, aim high, strive for your goal, know that you have what it takes, like really know that you have what it takes, because sometimes I think that you don't realize that you have what it takes and therefore your ambition goes down. Okay, so this is the message I'm getting for you, is to move all the other thoughts out of the way, because you have some really cool things that you're working on that are important to you. And so really like get them clear in your sight and just go. Like just go. Don't hold back. Just let it rip, okay? All right, the second one is what Spirit would like to acknowledge you for. All right, Spirit is acknowledging you for looking at how you can become better and better. It's like mastering your skills, mastering your craft, seeing what's good and right in the world and what's better for yourself. Now, this is something that you're looking to the future for, okay? So when I read left and the right, it's talking about like your thinking. So Spirit is really acknowledging that in this moment right now, you're actually thinking about how things can get better in the future. Perhaps you have not necessarily been in that energy for the last little while, or maybe like you've had some things get in the way of that. So Spirit is acknowledging you for being open-minded to what's possible for you in the future, for you getting better at things, for you feeling better, for you like really like taking on your life, finding your own natural gifts and abilities and allowing your light to shine. Okay, so even if you don't feel that you're in that space yet, Spirit is saying, I acknowledge you, we acknowledge you for just even having the thoughts about what it's going to take for you to be able to really tune in with your own energy and master some of the things that are your natural God-given abilities and talents. Sometimes they're things that you really neglect within yourself, but Spirit is saying you've really got that, and they're acknowledging you for even thinking about how that's possible. All right. The last thing Spirit wants you to know today is that, so you got my financial success does not require hard work to the left. Okay. So they're saying like, stop looking to the past for where you did or didn't have money. All right. That for you to be able to achieve your best and highest self, it's not all about the money. If you were to take money out of the equation at all, you would find that you would flourish. You would actually like really thrive and survive, because you would give up caring and comparing yourself to other people. So it's like, it wouldn't be about what they have and what you don't, or what you want and you don't have, or what you have and think people are going to take, or it wouldn't be about any of that, because you're really just coming from like your heart center and your core. You're actually like really, you're fueled from within, right? It's not a big comparison, and that it doesn't take hard work. It does not take hard work. So Spirit is saying for you to let go of all of that stuff, because when you're in the right energy and momentum and alignment with yourself, it's like money is going to be something that just comes to you naturally. So you don't even have to worry about it anymore. It becomes like a non-issue. Yeah. So for you today, those are your gifts. Those are your messages. Pile number 2. Again, be ambitious. You've got some great gifts and some abilities and things. So think about how you can bring that into the world and shine some of your light. And don't worry about comparing yourself to others, especially with the material world. Okay. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you tune in for another reading. I also wish you have an amazingly successful and awesome day. Thanks. Okay. If you chose group number 3, this is your reading. All right. So the first card is what you need to know in order to have a good day. All right. So we're going to pull a second card. Oops. I hadn't even asked the question and it was jumping out of my hand. So yeah, so the second question is, what does Spirit want to acknowledge you for? Group number 3, what does Spirit want to acknowledge group number 3 for? Group number, whoa. Apparently, lots of wonderful things. Okay, too many cards, Spirit. What would you like to acknowledge group number 3 for? Perfect, thank you. You got the 6 of Pentacles there. And then the last thing is, what else does Spirit want you to know? What else does Spirit want you to know? One card, please. Group number 3, what does Spirit want you to know? All right, whoa, that's not, okay, perfect, here we go. What do you need to know in order to have a good day? So have some compassion for yourself and for others for what they're dealing with and going through. Like, if you were to ask yourself in this moment, what would kindness do? Or as you're working through different situations, it's like, how can kindness help this? How can I, like, really take it on that kindness is part of your practice for today? That's going to be helping you have a good day. If you get upset with yourself, it's like, what would kindness do in this situation? If something's not working, what would kindness do in this situation? You know, if somebody's dealing with something, what would kindness do in this situation? So where normally you would get upset or something would go wrong, just really allow yourself to be compassionate and be with people and be with the situation and not judge, but just be there as like a solid support and as a contribution, okay? The second thing is what Spirit wants to acknowledge you for. That's the 6 of Pentacles. So yeah, you have things showing up. You've got prosperity, growth. You've got, you know, you've been doing really well in your own personal growth and with your professional growth. It could be like if you're in school, if you're a student, or it could be like a work or career projects you're working on, family. You know, whatever it is that you're working on, Spirit is acknowledging you for the growth that you've got and also the generosity that you have. Yeah, I'm getting that you're somebody who really does like appreciate, you know, people and the situations in your life, and it's like you've come a long way. You've put in a lot of time and effort, and you know, you've got some really good things in your life as a result of your hard work. Okay, so congratulations, that's really cool. The last card Spirit wants you to know is devotion in inverse, right? So they're saying not to let go of the things that you've been working on. So just because you've got things in like a pretty decent space in a lot of areas of your life, not to just assume that they're going to be like that all the time, but really like allow yourself to continue to maintain, continue to take care of things. Also, they're saying to be a little bit more devoted to your faith, whichever faith it is that you choose. Like whatever you believe and what's important to you, be a little bit more devoted to your higher self, your inner knowing, your angels, spirit guides, your like source, God, whatever it is that is your interpretation of your higher power and your belief. Just give a little bit more time and love into that area, because you've got really, really good things. And also, like, I'm getting a lot to do with family. Okay, so see what you can do for like family unity, family bonding, family, like how you can make a difference for people in your family. If you don't have an actual like family, like a regular family unit, because again, this is a general reading, it would be like the people who are closest to you. So it could be like your very closest friend group. It could be, you know, your business associates. It could be, you know, it's just like the people who are in your life. It's saying like bring some kind of like rebuild and rekindle a connection. This is what I'm getting from Spirit for this. And yeah, and that's what else Spirit wants you to know. Okay, so I just want to wish you guys a wonderful day. Let you know that's all I have for you, group number 3. If you enjoyed the reading, please give it a like, comment, or subscribe. Big thumbs up, and I would love to see you again in another reading. Wish you have a good day. Thanks.